Hello everyone, it's Cleo here, and today I'm going to be talking about ponies and how I don't know what they're doing anymore, and so I don't know what I'm doing anymore. My whole channel for years now has been all about My Little Pony, and in more recent times has been all about G5 My Little Pony and updates about it, and reviews about it, and it started out pretty positive, me excited about new pony stuff, and as most of you know, in my opinion, it just went from bad to worse until we get to the point now with the current Make Your Mark stuff and the Tell Your Tale cartoon where I just have zero interest in it. It has got so bad last time that I thought about making myself do a review of Chapter 4, I think it was, and I just couldn't face doing it. I could not make myself do it. I did a little update video about Celestia and Luna being there, because that's quite cool, seeing them in 3D, and I just could not make myself watch the whole thing, so I have not even seen that part of the show because I can't do it anymore. I have no interest in what's going on in the show anymore. The writing is just so poor. Now, having said that, when more stuff comes out, I'll probably make some videos on it, but even if I loved all of G5 and everything they're putting out, there's just not much to talk about anymore. I think I have probably discussed the spots of everything, and they're not even releasing anything right now, and when they do, it's few and far between. So I'm just at a bit of a loss as to what to do. Regards reviewing it, there's nothing to pick apart about the Tell Your Tale episodes. They're flimsy stories at best, and that's okay for just a webisode, but it's not really much to talk about on the channel, and I've noticed that no one even cares about videos about Tell Your Tale. The only G5 videos anybody will watch is to do with the 3D animation, and even then, it's declining all the time. So I feel like for G5, it's reaching a dead end, sadly, as a franchise, and then that means this section of my channel is kind of reaching a dead end, which is sad because it was so popular and fresh a couple of years ago when the film came out, and now it's just so stagnant, which is so sad because I thought it would go on for years, and it just didn't. Now, people who've been here for a long time know I did not start out making review content. I started out making content with pony toys, and then that ridiculous copper thing happened, where things get marked as for kids, whether or not you want them to be or not. Whether or not you intended the video to be for kids or not, they'll decide for you. Which is insane, and in some cases has led to videos that were wildly inappropriate for children being marked as for kids. But I digress. The problem with making that kind of content with pony toys is not that I didn't like making it, it's that it gets flagged as for kids, I find, a lot more easily than, for example, the Littlest Pet Shop videos I've been making, which I assume you've noticed. I have an ongoing series with Littlest Pet Shop toys, and you might think, well, that doesn't get marked as for kids. I don't know why, but I think the algorithm has certain tags and wants to flag it as for kids. I can't explain it to you, but past experience has taught me well on what gets marked as for kids and what doesn't. So, right now, I am enjoying making that. I am loving making a story happen. That is actually originally why I ever set up this channel all that time ago, was to tell stories. That is my passion, that's what I love doing, writing. And that's why I find it so disappointing when G5 is so badly written, because I feel like even I could do a lot better than that. Having said that, my channel has created this kind of fork in the road where I have G5 reviews and the Littlest Pet Shop series going at the same time, and it just seems extremely random. And it is because of that history of my channel being pony toys, and then it's kind of split into pony reviews and LPS toy videos. You see how it is easily explained once you know where it all comes from. Of course, I would love to tell stories with ponies, but I don't know the best way to do that. I do have ideas for how to get around the censors. I don't know if it will work. I kind of have an idea where it will look like this, with different pictures, almost like a visual novel. I don't know if all of you are familiar with that format, but kind of like a visual novel, but with voice acting, because I also love acting. But I don't know if that's the kind of thing you would all like to see. I don't know if you're here only for official MLP reviews. Mind you, I feel like a lot of you are dropping off with that as well, but I would really love to know what you think to these ideas. And if you'd like to see, basically if you'd like to see original My Little Pony stories, which would be my take on what I feel My Little Pony should do. What would I do if I was in charge of the My Little Pony story? That would be what my idea was for a series. Obviously, I can't do animation. Even if I could, that would take an extremely long time, and I'd probably just get a cease and desist anyway. But that was my idea, to continue my own version all the time I am talking about how badly written this is and how they shouldn't be doing X, Y, Z, and I've never really proven that I could do any better, even though I feel like most people probably could do better than current G5 writing, to be quite honest. But is there something you'd like to watch? I'm not certain. I would love to know what you all think. And also, if you are interested in that kind of thing, what would you like to see from such a thing? What kind of developments for kind of a different My Little Pony reboot? Not based on the existing characters, but another reboot. But a fan reboot, if that makes sense. I understand this has got really rambly, and my thoughts are maybe not as clear as they could be on this, but I was thinking to myself that I absolutely need to get some pony content out on this channel because it's been ages, but then I have nothing pony to talk about. But I do have ideas, and I have a good imagination, and I do have an idea of how to make this work, but I just don't know if any of you would be interested or not, and I'd love to know what your thoughts are in the comments below. And if you've made it to the end of all this rambling, thank you very much for supporting this channel and me. Anyway, of course, if you would like to see more pony content in the future, which I promise there will be in one way or another, even if it's not that frequent, don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, and thanks for watching. Bye.